this collage was made in honor of, I would say, one of the most underexplored nawales of the Cholq'ij, Ak'bal. In Quiche, Aq'ab means night. Cholq'ij means good evening. So Aq'ab'al is derived from night. And here immediately we see a symbol of the night. We see a dark indigo sky and the crescent moon. But Aq'abal is not only the nocturnal. Reflected in nature, Aq'abal is the passage between night and dawn. So this expansion, this opening invites us into this very moment. In our human reality, Aq'abal is the in-between point where one world has yet to end and the other has yet to begin. Does that sound familiar? And the pastel sky in the center, the pink colors of dawn or dusk, that's Aq'abal. At the base of the image, we see an ominous cave, a gaping entrance inviting us into the dark. Aq'abal is described as the entrance to the underworld. And as most of us know, the cave is an archetypal symbol of the door to the subconscious, to the unconscious, to what we don't yet know about ourselves. In reality, most of us only know the surface of who we are. The cavern within us remains largely unexplored. The woven pattern across the threshold disintegrates and reintegrates. This symbolizes what's taken in during the day, dissolving into the cavern at night, processed, and re-emerging the next day. This pattern can also be seen as a Maya textile weave, right? An ancestral memory stitched across the membrane between darkness and dawn, between uncertainty and clarity. So overall, we see the night, the day, the processing, and the cave. But right behind the cave is the most fascinating detail about its symbolism. This texture is the close-up scales of a serpent's belly. This connects to something really interesting and hidden within the glyph itself. Epigraphists have identified the Aq'abal glyph as the lateral view of the great serpent's body. So it's not the head, not the tail, but the body, the belly zoomed in. This leads us into somewhat of a window of what's being processed inside the serpent. And the serpent is the symbol of life. And what's being processed is consciousness itself. That's the underexplored key to this Nawal. And the oak leaves flanking the cave aren't decorative. Oak happens to be one of the plants associated with Aq'abal, and medicinally, it's used to treat inflammation and digestive issues. There we have the digestion processing theme again, right? But not through the plant world. And I chose these because I find that their shape also kind of echoes the wings of the bats. And the flying bats emerge out of the cavern where they live. And that's no coincidence. The bat is the animal guardian of Aq'abal, and they navigate their world not by what their eyes can see. And when do bats emerge? At dawn and at dusk, exactly at Aq'abal's moment. And above, the cloud drifting across the moon is a finer detail. This fog represents what's unclear, the clouds of the unconscious. At the right of that, very subtly, we see the constellation of Orion. In Maya cosmology, the 3 hearthstones of creation, which are still used at the center of every traditional Maya home, are associated with Orion. So this is both the practical and mythical hearth fire. On the glyph, my teacher theorizes that the same 3 circles that appear at the base of the glyph represent Orion and the 3 hearthstones. Those 3 stones, I mirrored them at the entrance of the cavern, the entrance to our center. And here's what I find most fascinating about Aq'abal. Research in modern psychology and neuroscience suggests that approximately 90 to 95% of our thoughts, behaviors, and decisions are driven by the unconscious mind, that only a tiny fraction is consciously accessible. The ancient Mesoamerican civilization encoded this knowledge into their calendar thousands of years ago or more in the Nawal Aq'ab'al, in Ak'bal, Yucatec Mayan, Calli, and Nahuatl or Aztec. And what's one of the most direct portals to that 90%? Dreams. In this tradition, dreams are not random. They are direct portal to the underworld, to the spirit world, to the great mystery. So that's what I wanted this collage to hold. The night, the cavern, the belly of the serpent, mid-process, digesting what the day left behind, refining what the unknown reveals, and the dawn, also associated with Aq'ab'al, waiting on the other side, is not really a destination, but proof of the night's mysterious work. In the Popu, the sacred book of the Maya, the new day is a symbol of renewal. So dawn is not just the morning, it's what becomes possible after the processing is complete. So I hope you've enjoyed this detailed exploration into the Nawal Aq'ab'al. Much love to all of you and happy Aq'ab'al Trecena.